Right, I wanted to do another video with the modified foreign LED that I showed. I had mentioned that I got numbers on the lux from the single bulb around close to 2000. So I wanted to show that, and I thought too that'd be a good way to kind of reverse calibrate the bulbs. I know from the first coil that I used, the real large arc core, and the Utilitech bulbs, I was able to get to full lumens and validate that compared to AC, but at a very big hit for wattage. But it is possible for coils at some unknown wattage to actually get these bulbs to max output. So I'm thinking, okay, well, if I can get to 2000 lux, then we could kind of reverse and get an idea, at least some sort of a feel, and check our calibration spots. You know, and just another way to look at what these bulbs are doing, possibly. But so anyway, the only change from the last video where I'd shown this running on 1.6 watts is a 1 microfarad in place of the 0.047. As I'd mentioned, larger cap is going to give you more light and more current draw. So still have the 330 there, single bulb inside, lux meter, and we'll run it at the same voltage as usual. I've got a 5 kilo ohm pot now instead of the 250. So the bulb just kicked on. So there's 5 kilo ohms, a little over 1,000. I'm going to drop the resistance, set this to a positive bias state. There we go. So full lumens, 12, a lot of power there. 2000 lux, just under 1925 from a single, there she is, foreign bulb. Okay, so we know this bulb is capable of producing about 1920 lux max. So that should be at least, whatever the full output of the bulb is, that should be at least that, possibly more. So I have here some of the different calibration factors. Let's put, and again, we showed 290 lux on AC. Let's just say 1920 lux max. This is full output. And let me move a couple things out of the way here. Alright, so let's get an idea then of what, another reverse way then, where are we at for lumens. So we have all the way where I'm thinking it should be, because these are 5K LEDs, and the Utilitech daylights are 5K. So like I said, I'm thinking we'd be in here. It might be as high as where compact daylights are, and maybe as possibly as high as warm whites. And then this is the highest I've calibrated to, and then this is assuming the 80 lumens on AC would calibrate to a 0.276. So if we take the 1920 times 0.276, we'd be assuming 530 lumens. That seems a bit high. 1920 times 0.201, 386 lumens. That seems a little more. So, and again, these are theoretically capable of 252 lumens at some particular point. So we'd consider that the max, what they're stamped at, if it's even possible to get there. So far it's looking like it can be done though. So the next number is 0.184, 353 lumens. 1920 times 0.177. Now 340 lumens. Close. times 0.156, 299.52. 300 lumens. So I suppose there's the options. If we can get the bulb to do that, I would assume, that's still 60 lumens over what it would be rated for. So I would assume the calibration would be similar there. And if the calibration is that low, 290 times 0.156, like I said, that'd put us around 45, 48 lumens per watt, and lumens on AC. Again, I'm thinking it's going to be 48 though. Hopefully the lab will be able to find the stuff. And again, then the last thing I'll do, since I didn't do before, is show the bulb gut stuff. So again, I have it taped as usual. It's mounted so that, same position that it would be in, run on AC or non-gutted. And so you can see then I have wired these in parallel. So again, it's 12, 12, because they're done in series. These aren't high-powered LEDs. They're still the two pins with the standard emitter side profile. But then they don't need heat sinks either, which is nice. Now running at the 2000 lux, probably 300 lumens there, I would imagine, yeah, you'd need a heat sink or they might not last long. But yeah, so that's the internal there. Just a string of LEDs, 3 in parallel, 12 in series, bridge diode, wherever it went. There she is, 330 electrolytic. And then yeah, we had the 1 microfarad. So yeah, whatever that ends up being, it's one of those lumens. But that's the max output I can get out of the bulb. So yeah, thanks.